welcome to Furious Driving. And well, today I'm back in something you might have seen on the channel not so long ago, because this is a Chrysler Alpine. The one we drove previously was a Talbot Alpine, I think, rather than the Chrysler. That was a 1300, this is a 1400, so enormous differences all round. You could probably tell them apart if you parked them close by. This is actually virtually the sister car of that previous car because it came from the same owner. And I'm with the new owner of this car, and this is a gentleman you might have seen on some other channels and in the press before, because this is Jon Murden, who is the chief executive of the National Motor Museum in Beaulieu.
Hi Matt.
Hello.
Pleasure to be. I'm great. Pleasure to be with you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for letting me out in this lovely little, I say time warp's the wrong word really, but slice of classic Carrana.
Slice of 70s suburbia.
It really is, isn't it? Oh, it's great to be driving it. I've got hear the tappets tapping and the funny little gear changes, all bringing it straight back again to the previous car. The lovely metallic brown, which I loved on the other one as well, I've got to say.
I love it. It's called Bark, and I love the name of it.
Is it called Bark?
Bark,
I didn't know that. Oh, that's a great name.
Yeah.
It's instruction as well as description. Under the bonnet, it's much the same engine as the previous car, the 1.3, but this is the 1.4?
Yeah.
1.4, so the big power version, the big block.
Yes.
But as you're saying, this is a car which is very advanced for the late 70s because it's got, well, not OBD, but it's an electronic connection.
Yeah, they're one of the first British cars to have a diagnostic port.
Wow.
But you're not really going to pop down your local Talbot dealer or go to Peugeot today and go, could you just plug in? Yeah. I've been lucky enough that I've been able to find a set of the Chrysler United Kingdom
approved Chrysler service equipment. That's awesome.
To set the timing up on the electronic system. So you
4 or 6, is that cylinders?
4 or 6 cylinders, and you've got then that's the whether that's reading, you know, RPM 1500 or 7000, so you can get a greater degree of accuracy.
Oh, brilliant.
And then I've never really plugged it in because my fear would be it would blow up the transistors in the electronic ignition unit.
Are those quite hard to find now?
They are quite hard to find. But those two red plugs
they go in there.
Plug in there, and then this probe goes in that hole there.
Right. Does it not have a cover over it?
Never. Well, if it did, it doesn't now. And then there's like a Hall effect sensor that gets the position of the flywheel to set up the timing.
Yeah. Oh, so that's basically, it is entirely for timing setup. It doesn't do any other information beyond that.
That's all it does.
Oh, okay. Wow.
That's all it does. But that was the height of high tech stuff in 1975.
That is as sophisticated as it gets, isn't it?
Yeah.
So 1975 that was available.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And that just clips on there to keep the water out.
Unladen and laden for?
So that's for moving the headlamps. So
the headlamp height adjuster.
The headlamp height adjuster.
Oh wow! Again, that's actually, although basic, it's quite advanced.
Yeah. So then the French love things like that. I mean, they're basically a French car.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
And I always remember Citroens having like the adjustable headlamps.
But that's normally off the dashboard somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, this is Simca, so you know, it's not quite as quite advanced. So yeah, you've got that laden or unladen headlamp adjustment.
Oh, that's really cool. So this is a 1978 car, but it's registered in 1980, and this little collection of handbooks really does show a bunch of the stuff, or how messed up it was at the time.
Yeah, so it's a Chrysler France handbook, and these are all the original documents for the car. It's a Chrysler France handbook, a Chrysler United Kingdom service book, and then a Talbot guide to dealers where you can get your car serviced. It was a bit of a pickle at that point, the transition between what had been Chrysler United Kingdom, Chrysler Europe, and then being bought by Peugeot and becoming Talbot.
Not even Peugeot, just yet another brand.
Another brand,
but we were just saying that the reason this is a 1980 registration on a 78 car is a bit of a funny story, really. Yeah,
so the original owner, he'd owned an early Mark 1 Alpine, 1976, and I haven't got it with me today, but this car's got every piece of paper that it ever had in its history files. One of those sorts of owners who fastidiously keeps everything.
Classic car.
The perfect provenance for it. Yeah. And it got written off in 1980, his Mark 1, and he was replacing it, but the Mark 2 had come out with the different styling, and he didn't like that styling. So he demanded that they find me an unregistered, and they did, somewhere in the stock.
A lovely bark brown,
unregistered unrebadged
Yes.
Chrysler Alpine.
Because that was the thing we were just saying. Is also, that they would change the badges to make it the new
Yeah.
brand, but not completely.
Not completely. So you see them, and it's in the brochures where they've got a Chrysler Pentastar on the grille, but then a Talbot badge on the bonnet and the boot, and just this sort of mismatch of branding and no wonder, with that lack of identity, no wonder you're struggling to sell things.
Yeah. Who knows what to go and buy?
Yeah, and who knows what dealer you're going to go and get
and the
it.
resale will be awful as well. If people don't trust what the brand's going to be in 5 years' time, what are you going to buy?
What you're going to buy a car from them.
Yeah.
And it was still a strange range that they'd got at that point of, you still got the Avenger plodding on, and still got the Hunter being made in Ireland, well into its dotage by this time. Got the Chrysler 182 litre being made in Spain, and it's like a big Avenger. So it's a very funny.
It's a real kind of crossover of styles and colours.
Nothing. And Roy Axe, who styled this car, you could see his idea that very soon you'd got the Alpine and the Horizon and the Sunbeam had a very definite family look. Yeah. So it was coming together, but this particular moment,
everything was not quite gelling.
Not quite there yet.
Yeah, because then there was the Arizona was the next level or next stage again, and that must have been in production or in development, I should say, at the same.
Yeah, that's right. So that became the 309 in the end, when Peugeot decided they had enough of all of this, and we're just
we're taking our toys home,
killing the entire brand after the Tagora, of course, which was on paper a brilliant idea.
Absolutely, but in practice, I think maybe if they put a wider back axle on it, it might have been a better car.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I mean, that's one of the things I'd also like to try and lay my hands on one day. Yeah. Just to. In the sort of finisher completer sense of having a full set of obscure Chrysler United Kingdom things.
So my first question really was, you're the boss of Beaulieu, so you've got the biggest toy box in all of classic car land in this country. So why of all cars in the world are you driving to work in a Chrysler Alpine?
Well, I guess like so many classic car enthusiasts, it's nostalgia from childhood.
Yeah.
And one of the first cars I can remember was when my father's business partner, he had a Chrysler Alpine in white. And I remember when he turned up to our house in it, at the time my dad was driving a 15-year-old Viva HA.
Oh, crikey, yeah.
And he turned up in an Alpine. And it was like a spaceship had arrived. It was a hatchback, it was roomy, it was airy, it was front wheel drive.
Yes, everything was so advanced and modern looking, wasn't it?
It seemed days? So modern. And so I remembered them, and that's why I thought it'd be quite nice to own one.
Yeah.
And then it turns out probably one of the rarest cars I could own.
Well, because what do you think, 15 left or 12 left?
There are supposed to be 12 Mark 1s that are left.
Wow.
And about 30 in total. So not many cars out of... They sold 600,000 of these in Britain.
That's astonishingly low survival rate, isn't it?
I mean, they were that classic 70s car built down to a price.
Yeah.
And so they're a lot flimsier than an earlier Roots car.
Yeah, thinner metal and no
thinner
rust
metal,
proofing.
no rust proofing.
Yeah.
And they're in that era where the car was supposed to last 7 or 8 years. You threw it away, you went and bought a new one.
Lucky if you got 100,000 miles out of it.
Lucky if, exactly. And this has done 47,000 miles.
Halfway used up then.
Exactly.
So I've now shot 3 of these things. 2 for YouTube, this one being the second one, and 1 for a magazine. So I've done a quarter of all the surviving Alpines.
Well, I think I said at the Roots Day at our friends at the British Motor Museum at Gaydon the other week. I was up there and we had 3 of them together, so we've got a quarter of all the Mark 1s together in one place.
That's astonishingly... It's kind of sad in a way, isn't it? It's such a great thing.
It is. I mean, you look at... So it makes it bizarrely rarer than an E-Type. And,
no one collects the base models.
Nobody collects the base models, no.
I kind of like that same thing as well. I've got the Rover 200 VI, the 420 Estate, both cars with less than 20 left on the road. I love that kind of, I've got one of the survivors of something that was once so popular.
Yeah, and this joins my Hillman Avenger Estate,
Well,
so those Mark 1 Avenger estates are very unusual too.
Yes,
I
that's
think there are
another
about 10 of those that are left now.
Another car that's earmarked to visit this channel at some point in the near future. Not today, before you comment, am I driving you today? No, because John's got other stuff to do. He's got a big museum to run.
We'll work it out before too long.
Exactly, yeah. But that does kind of come back to your whole collection. You've got a ridiculous collection of cars, like so many of us. But you've got very much a roots-focused collection, haven't you?
Yeah, I love roots cars. There's something about the way they're built I really like. I like, particularly on the, I've got a 57 Minx Series 1 and I've got a Super Minx Mark 3 1965. They're just so solid.
Yeah.
And okay, they're not dynamically the greatest cars, but they will go on forever. And something about roots, the marketing I always thought was gorgeous.
It was, wasn't
going
it? Yeah.
right at this coming up junction. Just yeah, we're on the Beaulieu test track.
Yeah, wow.
So this is the route that we take our
TR7. Wow.
This is the route we take our cars on when we're testing them after they've been in the workshop.
The Beaulieu Triangle.
Yes, exactly that. And it's a beautiful part of the world to be in as well,
I
isn't
forgot how
it?
heavy the steering was.
Yeah, front wheel drive, no power steering.
Yeah.
You do get power steering on a Mark II.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you? Yeah.
And
Are there any of those left?
yeah, there are a few more of those left.
Yeah.
And you get 5-speed gearbox on a Mark II as well.
I keep thinking I'm going to go for the fifth.
You keep going for fifth, don't you?
There isn't fifth.
There isn't fifth, no. And it could easily pull one.
Oh yeah.
And it obviously did because they put one on.
Yeah, because the fact I'm thinking I need it right now, it indicates it perfectly. So how did you get into cars and the museum itself?
So I got into cars, I was 11, it was 1988, and my dad's, a friend of my dad's, does every family have an uncle who's not really your uncle, it's just your dad's mate?
Yeah,
right,
much,
so a lot of people relate to that. He was a heating engineer like my dad, and he was a competitor of my dad's, but they were friends.
Yeah.
And long story short, somebody couldn't pay their bill, so they gave him a Ford Cortina, a settlement of a debt for a boiler.
Wow.
My Uncle Brian didn't know what to do with it, and it then sat on my dad's yard, and then me and my best mate, who's still my best friend, we started to play with it, and then we started to fix it, and then we just got totally into cars.
Wow, and that was
the mechanics of cars, anything old, and then that was a 74 Cortina Mark III.
Oh, okay.
So that became a thing. I really was at a time when the 70s cars were just old bangers. Really, I got really interested in that, passionate about that.
The Coke bottle styling and
all that Coke bottle styling. And then I was also interested in history, and when I ended up at, I went to university in Birmingham, where I, through a long and tortuous route, became an expert or a specialist on, and I say this with great trepidation, industrial relations in the British motor industry.
Oh crikey!
That's what I did my PhD in. That's why I studied at great depth. Used to and lectured and taught on that. And eventually, that academic career, because I was an academic, took me to Liverpool. Where one day I was invited to lunch by the director of National Museums Liverpool, who got an idea for a project. And I'd just been doing some work at the university, and he said, well, can you help us with this museum project during the summer vacation? And I said, yeah, that sounds like fun. And I never went back to the university.
Oh, really? Wow.
I then went to work for National Museums Liverpool, but only on a maritime museum. So it was ships.
Yeah.
But big bits of industrial transport.
Yeah.
But cars were still my private passion. And then 15 years later, the opportunity came up to work at Beaulieu, a job which on my first week working in Liverpool, at the museum in Liverpool, I'd been asked as part of one of those job chats, if you could work at any museum in the world, where would you like to work? And I'd said, I'd love to work at the National Motor Museum at Beaulieu. And 15 years later
Here we are.
applied for the job and was lucky enough to get it, fortunate enough to get it.
That's amazing. It's interesting you entered the ship route. When I was a child, before I kind of became more car obsessed, I was really into ships. Yeah. Massively into. I could sort of quote you all kinds of tonnage and you name it. Yeah.
I think it goes because we're a maritime nation. I think a lot of British people have got an innate love of shipping. Even if I grew up in Nottingham, I live nowhere near the sea. That's far away as possible to be.
Possible. Yeah.
So we go right here.
Okay. So now you've sort of seen everything in the museum. And do you have like a secret back room, like Gaydon have got the upstairs bit with all the stuff not on show, or is everything at Beaulieu available to see?
So all of our cars are available,
Right.
but we do have 1.9 million other objects
Oh, do you?
in the collection that are in the collection centre, which is currently not open to the public. It's our ambition that over the next 5 years we've got a project that is currently being considered by the National Lottery Heritage Fund for support, that we would open that building up to the public and make the archive collection, all the automobilia, the Petroliana, which is all in store and only ever really comes out for temporary exhibitions. That would be part of the daily
Brilliant.
experience
that'd be great.
of visiting the National Motor Museum,
Yeah.
a bit like the National Railway Museum have done with their search engine facility and their open store, and like you can do with the Science Museum reserve collections at Rawton now.
Yeah, that's great.
So we're very much in that mould as well of going, okay, how can we make the things that aren't open to the public, make them accessible, make them more accessible for research and just enjoyment.
Yeah, oh brilliant. I was at the Schlumpf collection on the way home from holiday last week in sort of edge of Switzerland, and as you walk into that, they've got an entire wall of old bonnet mascots, and that's sort of one of my favourite parts of that museum, is walking past that whole area of just a little bit of a car.
Yeah, and there's some remarkable collections like that around the world. We were very inspired by the Toyota Automobile Museum in Nagoya, which has this room that's just got the most pristine collection of objects, automobilia in it, from all around the world.
Oh, really?
But they're displayed like jewels. It's like going to the V&A, but it's car parts.
Yeah.
And it's just stunning. So we're like, well, maybe we'd like to try and create
quite fun to do
something like that.
Yeah.
Probably we'll never have the budget that Toyota have got to do that.
Deeper
But,
pockets,
but it's our ambition to try and create something like that.
So what would be your favourite car in the collection, or do you have a favourite car in the collection?
I try not to.
So a favourite child?
It's like, yeah, exactly, like having a favourite child. I do love our 1904 Daimler 22 horsepower, because I'd always wanted to drive the London to Brighton, and I was fortunate enough to drive that car on the London to Brighton.
So I connection with
always have a soft spot for that. We have a Humber Imperial, 1965 Humber Imperial.
Lovely. Yeah.
My roots bias means I'm very fond of that.
Yes, I think I have done a review of one of those, and that was very nice to drive.
They're a beautiful car to drive, aren't they?
Yeah, it really is.
I've got one of those on my must own at some point list.
Yeah. Everyone's got that list. I mean, yours, I imagine, is longer than most people's, because you know of more cars.
I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of the cars I really like, a lot of people probably consider to be a bit rubbish.
Well, yeah, mine too, but I love them, so I don't care.
Yeah, and you love them for different reasons.
Today I'm down at Beaulieu for a driving event for like the motor industry, not a public one, so I can't say all about it. But one of the cars here is a Honda Insight, and a Mark 1 Insight. I'd love one of those.
That's cool.
I know Johnny Smith kind of cornered the market on having an Insight on YouTube, but I really want one as well.
We've got one in the collection now.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we've got one in the collection because, you know, it being the first hybrid to market, we wanted an example for the collection, and we were fortunate enough that we developed a relationship with Honda, and that came to us when they were shutting down the Swindon facility.
Right, yeah. So the one they had on display there.
Yeah.
Oh, that was lucky in a way.
Yeah. It was sad for Swindon and the factory, but we got the first Honda Accord off the production line in Swindon that way too. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that was really sad.
So it's a sad loss. It's a sad loss. I mean, one of the other cars at your event I saw, I was excited by, because I saw it in the rearview mirror as I was driving in this morning. It was that Kia Pride.
Oh, the Kia Pride's amazing.
Yeah.
That belongs to one of the other journalists.
Does it?
That is, he believes, the oldest Kia Pride in the world.
I could believe that.
He bought that from Kia when they first came into the UK. I think it's before they were Kia UK, when they were like a private...
Oh, when it was a concession thing.
Left or right?
Left here, sorry.
And he bought it for his mum at £4,000 on 0% interest, I think he said. And they've had it in the family ever since then. He's the second owner on the logbook, one family from new. It's got under 40,000 miles on it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's incredible. He's also got a Kia a van of the same car.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't even know they made one.
I didn't know that, no. I'm probably the only one left in the world of that. He bought it for the wheel trims. Because he, Mark, I hope you don't mind me telling the story. The Chrysler, yes. It's such an early one, it's got unique wheel trims, and one fell off and he couldn't find another one. And you saw the van turn up on eBay with the right wheel trims, so he bought it for the hubcaps.
Brilliant.
And he's got another one as well, for don't know for parts.
Well, I've got an MG Express van in my own collection.
Oh, have
as
you?
well.
I love an MG Express.
Yeah, it's a 2006 registered one, bought from the receivers at Longbridge. So
fantastic.
Yeah, that's such a useful little thing as well.
Yes, I keep saying I need a van on my fleet of things just to have, but then maybe a pickup of some kind.
Well, again, that's a nostalgia thing in that.
Dad's van.
Well, he had Metro vans.
Yeah.
They had Metro vans on the fleet, and one of which the abiding memory is it had a tape deck, which was exciting.
Yeah.
But it had got Dire Straits' Money for Nothing LP stuck in it.
Great album.
Yeah, it's a great album.
Maybe not every day,
but forever. That's all you could listen to.
You're gonna hate that after a while, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I used to get to use that van on a Saturday if I was lucky.
Oh, I forgot to mention, talking about this car, the tape deck. This has got the most amazing cassette accessory I've ever seen.
It's an original one. So it's in the Chrysler accessory catalogue for 1978. It's a Philips top-loading cassette deck.
Fabulous.
And you can see it's designed to fit on that little shelf in the centre console.
Seamless.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. So, and final question as we're coming back into the museum now. Rustival, only a couple of weeks away now. You're going to be chatting to people on stage?
Yeah, can't wait. And I've got another guest I'm bringing, a special guest. We've been arranging with Ian. So Karen Siegler, who is one of the directors of NAMM, which is the North American Automobile Museums Association. She's coming with me, and she's going to be on the stage with us, talking about some of the things that are relevant in the American museum and classic car scene. She happens to be staying with me because we're going to Revival and Rustival together.
Oh, what a great weekend.
So we're going to have
2 weekends.
Great couple of weeks.
That's so good.
So yeah, really looking forward to it.
And have you picked a car to bring yet?
We're going to bring the Avenger.
Oh, fantastic.
So yeah, Avenger Estate for that one.
Lots of luggage room.
Lots of luggage room. But then for Karen, it's a Plymouth Cricket station wagon.
Of course it is, yeah. Nice link, yeah.
Yeah. See what I did there?
Perfect. Right, so we're parking up here. And so thank you, John. It's been an absolute pleasure to be driving another little Alpine and to have a chat about, well, your life here and the museum.
It's been a lot of fun. Thanks, Matt. I've loved it.
Brilliant. It's been great fun. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And I'll see you again very soon.
I'll see you at the British Motor Museum.
Yeah.